My favorite place to visit is a destination that, in all honesty, I have only been to once as an 18-year-old senior in high school. During Christmas of my senior year, I was able to go on a Caribbean cruise with my mom, dad, brothers, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins. We had a lot of fun together and visited several places where the ship would stop to let us off and explore. Although we stopped in Jamaica and two places in Mexico, the most exquisite place to visit was Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. The Caymans are three little islands in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, south of Cuba, with the capital at Georgetown. The Cayman Islands are wonderful for several reasons. They have a rich history that dates back to the beginning of the New World. There's plenty of aquatic life and clear blue water that attracts swimmers and scuba divers from across the world. And the island enjoys one of the most sound financial systems in the world. The vast history of the islands is just the beginning of what attracted me to the whole vibe of the Cayman Islands. According to the Cayman Island government website, these islands were first spotted by Christopher Columbus on the 10th of May 1503 on his fourth and final trip to the New World. Columbus was en route to Hispaniola when his ship was thrust westward toward three very small and low-lying islands, full of tortoises, as was all the sea all about, insomuch that they looked like little rocks, for which reasons these islands were called Las Tortugas. But according to Briticana.com, by 1530 the islands were known as the Caymans, for the alligators reported to be native there. Since Columbus was a Spaniard, the islands were originally claimed as a territory of Spain. But after the Treaty of Madrid in 1670, which ceded Jamaica and a number of other Caribbean islands, including the Caymans, to Great Britain, the first permanent settlement was established on Grand Cayman. This is according to Briticana.com. Furthermore, it is fascinating that even though it is a British territory, the Constitution only went into effect in November of 2009. Visitors to the Cayman Islands are able to take in the best that the Caribbean has to offer in beautiful aquatic life and clear blue water. The best part about the marine life on the island is that no matter what time of day, month, year you go, you are likely to see a wide array of beautiful aquatic life that will blow your mind, including a vast array of fish, sharks, eels, turtles, and coral. The most popular thing to see for underwater divers in the Caribbean is the reef shark. According to Dr. Alexander Mustard and OceanFrontiers.com, this classic looking shark is one of the top predators on the reef and eats mainly fish. Cayman's East End has a healthy population with a group of around six large females residing along the top of the wall at sites such as the Lighthouse Wall, the Maze, Jack McKinney's Cannon, and Pat's Wall. Caribbean reef sharks are generally wary of divers and are not considered dangerous to divers who are not spearfishing. Originally named Las Tortugas by Christopher Columbus because of the vast number of turtles, one would think this would be a common sight in the water. Unfortunately, the turtles were considered a delicacy and were overfished. Thankfully, there are still some turtles surrounding the islands, according to Dr. Mustard. The hawksbill turtle is the most common turtle you will find these days. He states that these are one of the smaller of the marine turtles and grow typically to about 3 feet and 180 pounds. They live for 30 to 50 years. When the turtles reach maturity, they will start their life in the reef ecosystem. Another cool fish that you will find in the waters surrounding the islands of the Caribbean reefs is the Caribbean reef squid. According to Dr. Mustard, the reef squid are definitely one of the most interesting creatures you will meet diving. With intelligence, complex communication signals, and an ever changing color pattern, their fascinating behavior can keep you transfixed for a whole dive. Even though the Cayman Islands has a population of about 60,000, which is about a tenth the size of Vermont, it is home to over 158 banks. The Cayman Islands basically invented the offshore banking industry, being the sixth largest in the world according to offshorecompany.com. It holds 6% of the world's total banking assets, or $1.7 trillion. Furthermore, according to corporatefinanceinstitute.com, the Cayman Islands is one of the leading international financial centers in the world. Over 80% or more than 1 trillion US deposits are booked through banks in the Cayman Islands, representing interbank bookings between onshore banks and their domestic branches or subsidiaries. My favorite destination and the place I want to visit more often is the Cayman Islands due to the fact that I am a history nerd. I love aquatic life and I am very interested in world economics. The Caymans have a vast array of history since the days of Columbus. There is impeccable sea life in the surrounding Caribbean Ocean, and the economic system is one of the best in the world. The Cayman Islands is a wonderful and will more than likely be the place where I would retire. My hope is that you would be able to visit sometimes. I know you will come home happy and tell me that the Cayman Islands is a place that you could see yourself spending a vast amount of time. Thank you.